Hi everyone. Okay, so I know that I don't know if some of you seen my other videos, but I had already did a 0 to 36 week update, but I decided to break them up because I felt like there was stuff I missed and like stuff I wanted to like say, and so yeah, so I redid my videos. So this will be my third trimester and my 36 week update. Okay, so my third trimester, my emotional state was like a cloud had been lifted, because me and my son's father, we split up and he went his own way and I did my own thing, and so that was definitely easier on me. I wasn't having breakdowns every week, so that was really good. I got a lot gassier during my third trimester, which I know is kind of like not ladylike, but you kind of can't help it. I peed a lot more in my third trimester than I did. Like, I didn't even have like any kind of different like thing going on, like for my peeing thing. But like during my third trimester, like if I had to go to the bathroom and I would sneeze, I could definitely pee on myself. So for those of you who are just researching or whatever, like just be aware that your bladder is kind of cramped up, and that kind of pressure will definitely make you pee on yourself. So that was something that I didn't like, and I started learning that like I have to go pee like every 20-30 minutes if I want to survive this. Also, I had mentioned in my other video that I had heartburn, but my heartburn was not as bad as it was when I got to my third trimester. My heartburn was like, I was taking Zantac in my third trimester, which is okay to take, by the way. I was taking Zantac, I was taking Tums, like I was taking anything I could to stop my heartburn, and so that was just gosh awful. Like at one point I was just taking Tums, and I was taking like 12 Tums a day, and then I was like, that's just, on the bottle it says don't take more than 7. So I was like, okay, that's just like way too much. I don't need to be taking that much. So then I started taking Zantac and it started working. But then Zantac wasn't working on his own, and then I had to take Zantac and Tums, and it was so bad. I got a lot bigger in my third trimester, which is like kind of expected, but it was really hard for me to get up on my own, like, or to tie my shoes, or to try and put on my pants. I would have to lean up against a wall. Like, it got pretty difficult to maneuver. And sorry, I'm gonna go personal, but like for you, those of you who shave your legs and all that good stuff, like it gets really hard to do. Like you can't, because I'm short, I can still reach my legs, but there's certain areas you can't see anymore. So it just gets a little difficult. I know that was really personal, but just for those of you who are out there researching and looking for information, that's definitely something I definitely went through. Feeling helpless. My first and second trimester, I'm such a busybody and such a independent person that I felt a little bit more depressed in my third trimester as far as like getting to do stuff, because I was such a social person, and like, at least maybe not even social, but just like to get to go out and do things, and like I couldn't do anything. Like, couldn't leave the house. If I did, it was like I couldn't walk for very long. like, okay, for instance, me and my mom went on vacation to South Padre, and it was just not a lot of fun because you burn easily while you're pregnant. So I burned really bad. Then we went to the zoo, and I couldn't walk around the zoo, like, at all. Like, I tried really hard to, like, stay on my feet, but then my feet were just killing me. So it was the feeling of helplessness by the time you hit your third trimester and you just feel like you can't do anything on your own. It's pretty hard. Wanting this to be, like, all over kind of hits you as well. Like, you're just like, the beginning of my third trimester, I was kind of like, oh my gosh, it's taking forever. But now that I'm like 36 weeks now, I'm really like getting anxious and kind of just like, come on, let's like come on. So during your third trimester, you hit a feeling of anxiousness and wanting it to just be over and to see your baby, and that's just kind of where I've hit my final steps in this pregnancy. And so I know he's coming, and I'm really excited, and I'm super prepared, I think. So I don't know. So also something else that happened during my third trimester was I started craving pickles, or not pickles, popsicles, like a lot, like a lot, like. But I live in Texas, so it's July, so it's like hot down here. So like I've been craving like milkshakes and milk and like any kind of dairy products, like ice cream, cheese. Like this morning, I had a craving for graham crackers and cheese, which is like super good. So popsicles, they were like my best friend right now. And I have a craving for chicken from one particular place, and it's called Golden Chick, and they have this seasoning. I went and actually bought some from them. It's amazing. Like, I love, I like put it on everything. Like, I love the seasoning, so that's something else I've really been craving. And I'll like go buy chicken from like somewhere else and put that seasoning on the chicken. Like, it's gotten ridiculous. During my third trimester, because my stomach had gotten so big, like I kind of wasn't obviously not fitting into my own clothes anymore. Trying to cover up my tummy was getting hard. Like, because I like kind of wear like not short shorts or short shirts or anything, but like you just can't fit into your shirts anymore unless they're like a lot larger than they should be. So trying to fit into my own clothes was, by my third trimester, was really hard. Trying to cover up my stomach, like I'll wear shirts, but then I'd have to wear pants that came up like here because I didn't want my stomach showing. When my third trimester finally came through, I definitely had stretch marks, and through all my hard work of my second trimester and even into my third, I tried hard to keep my stretch marks away, but if you're going to have them, you're going to have them, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I also started wearing my mom's clothes. My mom's a bit bigger than the average woman, and so like she's going to kill me for saying that. But I started wearing her clothes, and they fit just fine for the most part, I guess. Like, her bottoms don't really fit me, but her tops do. But my mom has kind of like big boobs. She's gonna kill me. But like, so her shirts fit me just fine. So like, I kind of like stole a lot of her clothes. Well, I didn't steal it. She knows I have them, but like, I don't know, but like I've been wearing my mom's clothes, so I didn't have to go really buy new clothes yet. So that's good. On to 36-week update. So this is my 36th week, and I'm super excited because come Saturday, today is Wednesday, come Saturday I will be 37 weeks exactly, which means my son is full term, which is super exciting. So I'm halfway there to full term. I had morning sickness, like really bad, and actually when I got it I didn't know that I had morning sickness, and so I went to the hospital and I was throwing up and I kind of had a fever, and we were like kind of freaking out because like we didn't know what it was. And then when I got to the hospital, my fever went down, and then they told me, well, because I'm so small, I'm like 4'11", so my torso is like really short, and so they were just like, oh, well, you're gonna have to have to deal with it and like maybe take some extra medication for it, because there's like nothing you could do about it. You're just gonna have to deal with it. So I haven't yet thrown up again because they told me to slow down on my portions and maybe eat smaller portions. So that's what I've been doing. I've been taking my medication. So I haven't actually thrown up again, but I have gotten sick at certain times. So that kind of sucks, but whatevs. Feeling itchy. I feel super itchy, like especially my belly. I feel itchy. Sometimes my calf muscles feel itchy. The best solution I could give or advice to anyone that's like, what the heck do I do? I would say like try and put like Vaseline, or I know vitamin E oil helps really well with my belly. It stops me from scratching my belly. But other than that, I just kind of have to deal with it, I guess. Something else that started happening this week, it's been happening, but a lot more just recently this week, was my boobs leaking. Not just like, I guess it just only actually happens when I go take a hot shower. But other than that, I just like don't have to like put on like breast pads or anything. I have not started nesting yet, but I do obsess about researching pregnancy stuff and talking about it and talking about Nico, and so just be aware that you're probably going to do that. My checkup was on Monday, and from now on I do a weekly visit, so I'll probably be doing like an update like every Wednesday from now on. So my checkup went really well, I guess, for the most part. I had to get a strep test done. That was not fun. I kind of knew like what they had to do, but I didn't really know. And just FYI, going kind of personal again, they swab your butt, and that was so uncomfortable. Something else that was a little alarming, I guess, to me personally, my doctor was like, oh, well, he was like sitting there timing Nico's heartbeat, and he's like kind of looking kind of funny, and I'm like, what's the matter? And he's like, oh, well, your son's heartbeat is like at 180, and I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, he goes, well, it's nothing, da 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 da, and he like kept trying to time it, and I'm like, okay, like kind of freaking out, like what the heck does that mean? He just like, I don't know, like kind of blew me off a little bit, and was just kind of like whatever about it. And so I was like, okay, so what the heck? And I'm like, so is everything okay? And he's like, well, yeah. He goes, a couple weeks ago you measured at 160 something heartbeat. He's like, it's okay. He's like, I think that your baby was just moving, and he's probably just easily excited, so I think everything's okay. And I was like, okay. So I am still kind of concerned about that because that's just like really high. But I mean, he didn't say like anything about it, so I don't know. Last at least to say, I'm super excited. He's almost here. I have 4 weeks left. So it's getting down to crunch time, and he's almost here. And even if I've come to the decision, even if I pass my due date, like I'm not gonna freak out. Like if he doesn't come before my due date, because either way he's gonna come when he's ready. So okay, well now I'm gonna do my belly shot. I know it's a little scary looking at my belly. I have a lot of stretch marks, but like I said, you know, if you're gonna get them, you're gonna get them. So yeah, so that's my belly. Thanks for watching, and I will put another update next week. Bye.